Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Walla Zabareska. We're on into episode number 31 now. We've moved on to October, as I said we would. The end of last episode we moved on through September. Just done a couple of contracts. There were cultivation contracts. Just done 3 of them in September, and just literally got that field ploughed up and got clover in it, the one we were looking at, and I got the barley field sown because here we are. I'm trying to see where the field is with the fog. We have weeds. We've already sprayed weeds last month at field number 38 beside the farm, the one with the oats gone into. Just going to put a worker on that and just leave them there. There's a couple of things to do this morning. Okay, let's jump in. We'll have a look. We have crops ready. The grass, no rush on that. Cotton is ready. Millet is ready. What else have we got ready? The corn is actually shown as ready. Now, even though it says 7 of 8. Now, I don't know whether with the corn, are we better off leaving that? Anyway, we've got the 2 millet fields. We've got the soybean fields. If we go to the corn field, now, just go there. It's not fully. That's why I'm just wondering, do we get more if we leave it for the next month? Or does it make that much of a difference? Where are we? Here we are. We're in our clover. I don't know. I probably have always harvested in this month anyway. So it's kind of just not 100% sure exactly what way to approach it. Now, what we need to do is we need to get our soybeans done. We need to get our millet done. So we've plenty of work to do with the combine. I'm just going to get this out of the yard, bring it out beside where we're working. We're working out here in this field. Unfortunately, the combine won't fit out the gate with the header on, or does it? I can't remember. I think it only just barely makes it. It does, yeah. It does. So we're going to get going with the millet fields. We're going to get the 2 of them done first, get it up into the grain mill. I was making the millet groats. We still have so much left from last year that I've decided to make flour from it as well. So I'm doubling the products we're getting from the millet, because we literally need to get it out of the grain mill, get it sold. As you can see, money-wise, we even have enough nearly now to pay back our loan, if we could pay it back now. So it'll all depend on the roll in January 1st. Now, I don't know whether this fits out. It doesn't fit out. Now, you should have remembered that. I could take that fence down and move that cultivator out of the way, but I'm not going to do that. Look, I did say it. We've reached that point in the series where the money just keeps flowing in between the goat milk and the greenhouse products. What we're going to do, the greenhouses are going to get shut down on the 1st of November, as we always do for the winter, but I'm actually going to remove them from there and looking for a plot to put them on. I don't want it too far from the farm, but the issue is a lot of the plots which are close to the farm are too big for putting down 2 greenhouses on. It's a waste. Plus, they're very hilly in the sense that there'll be a lot of ground flattening. There's no crop destruction yet on that crop, so that's why I don't mind just dipping the wheel in there to get by, so I don't go into the millet. And we're going to place them somewhere else. It really is a case now that they're just making so much money. Don't know what to do with. Look, it's part of it. It's the way we went through a lot of periods where we weren't making an awful lot of money. So we'll take it now. We've done the grafting to get to this point. And we're going to accept whatever comes our way now, because we did struggle for so long, and and so be it. It's part of the challenge is to get ahead. So we'll easily be able to afford everything we need. If the loan doesn't go the right way to pay back, we'll easily be able to afford to buy the other field and get the pig farm on that one built, which is up here, this one up here, number 50. It's only like 19,000 for the field. We could buy it now and start on it if we wanted, but I'm in no rush until we get the pigs in the other one. Now when we get the corn done and we get the pig food being produced, well then we can stick pigs into the first enclosure in the pig farm. I paused there for a minute because I'm actually thinking, should I be getting the corn off the first field, just do one and see what the yield is like, and do the other one next month? Because if I get that corn off that field now and get it into the feed production, we can make pig food, which means we can get pigs. So I think what I'll do, where is the other millet field? The other millet field is all the way over 177. Yeah. I think what we might do is we might, when we get this field done, we might actually buy the corn header we need. And yeah, get that done. And look at this fog. Can't see a thing. Absolutely no idea where the end of the field is. I'll take it by the tree coming up. It's here somewhere. That's what it's like here in the winter months. Once you hit October on to say March, even into April, early in the morning, you come in at this hour and you just can't see. What else have we got to do this month? Looking after the animals, basically. Any crops to go in the ground, we still can get crops in the ground if the fields need them. Now let me just have a quick look at my crop list. So we're doing the millet fields. One is lentils to go in, and then the other one, if I can find it, because we got the 2177 millet spinach. No, there's nothing to go into them until next year. And then the cornfields are just going to be a crop going to go into them suitable for feed for the pigs. That's the idea. I won't put corn back into them. I'll put, we need barley, sugar beet. We already have a field of barley, so I might just leave it at that. We've actually it's only one small field of barley. No, we might actually do barley on the fields down there. That can be done in spring as well, so it's not urgent that we get it in now, but we'll have a look at it anyway. So we've got the sugar beet ready in the field down beside the pig farm. It's not ready in our field though. So the field down beside the pig farm, we bought that with the crop in it because it was sugar beet and it is a field we wanted. So I don't mind doing that now, since we've moved on through our millet and our flax, where we weren't buying fields with the crops in them. The likes of that, I don't mind doing it. It's like kind of a once off or whatever. We're not doing that all the time. We're not buying fields and taking the crops out, and we're taking a very small field that we need sugar beet from anyway. So it's not being sold for money, it's going into the production. So yeah, that's just the way it is. Like, we're not going to go out and buy, if that big field over there is sown in wheat by the owner now and we have 350 in the bank when it's ready to harvest, we're not going to buy that and harvest it that way, if you know what I mean. If we don't need that crop for food production, well then that crop, we're not going to take it. And when I say that, I mean if we have chickens, I'm not going to take it either and then say, right, I'm taking it for food for chickens. Should have done 2 headlines on this. Just gives you the room to turn. So, we're on 98% already. We're gonna stop before I know it. 99. You know what? I'm gonna lift it up. I'm not gonna go jumping from the combine into the tractor, since the tractor's right beside me. So that's the game plan. We've quite a bit to do. Not purchasing any more fields now at the moment or anything. We're just going to get everything done we need to for next year's crops between now and sowing season in April. And yeah, we're going to be making money as we go forward. As I said, we're going to buy a plot of land to put the greenhouses on it. Ideally, I'd like something nice and small, lower it down before you cause crop destruction. Like up around us, there's nothing. They're all very big, very long, very hilly. Every single one of them. That field now would have been ideal. But I want that for the pig farm. This one here is, let's go visit it. It is still hilly, even though it's on the corner. I'm not sure I want the greenhouses just sitting out there on their own. I'd like them somewhere that they look like they fit in, rather than a field nowhere, like out somewhere on its own. These are too big. Having said that, it's not much bigger than that field. Like 88 wouldn't be a bad field, but it's hilly. So you're going to get the ground deformation. 105. Could we hide them down here? Let's have a look. 105 is very flat. It's a little bit of a rise. There is a hill in it. Yeah, there is a hill in it. Look, that's not happening now anyway. It's happening down the road. We worry about that as we get closer to the time. So, yeah, we're clear on what's going on in this episode. Get the last of the crops done, straw off the fields, the usual, and get them mulched. And yeah, we'll work our way through them progressively. And I'll keep you updated as we go. Just getting the soybean field done. This will probably all fit in the combine. It's not a big field. I had to come back over. I'd emptied the trailer. It's got millet in it down there because I'd done field 170s up the top of that here, 177. That's done. That was millet. I'd done the 2 millet fields. I just decided, right, let's keep the combine going while we need it, and then we can put it away. I might actually, well, we're going to need it anyway. We need to buy a corn header, but I was just kind of trying to get everything done with it first, so that we can get the straw off the fields and probably put a worker on mulching them while I'm working away. As I said, I didn't mind using a worker. Once I got busy on the farm, so we've kind of reached that point now. I'm wondering when all this fit in, because this is going to hit 50% halfway down, and then we have another line and a half to go. It's probably not going to fit. So I'm going to have to go empty that trailer, and the soybeans are going into the silo, because the best time for selling soybeans is more than likely, I think it's actually, I was going to say, I think it's next year. It will be next June. We'll throw them in the silo anyway. We haven't got a production we can do with them, so there's nothing we can do on that front. We'll just hang on to them, store them, let them make some extra money. If we didn't have room in the silo, it'd be a different thing. We'd sell them straight off the field if we're stuck for money, but we're not. No, 50%. Well, I don't know what way I was reading that. We're going to get to 50% by the time we get to the end, so we should easily get it all into this, and we could drive this back to the yard with it in the tank. Still have to empty the trailer anyway, so it doesn't really matter either way. Like, don't hit the pole. Yeah, there's a half run as well. That's okay. Drop the header back down and off we go. Right, I'll get this done and probably see you at the cornfield. We'll get the first one cutting into the pig field, and then we're going to do the sugar beet down beside it and get that in for the pig field, so that'll start that production, which will start the chain off. Once we have a bit of food, then we'll have our baby pigs. Okay, we bought ourselves a corn header for this, 25,000. I was going to get the trailer with it, but memory serves me right, the trailer does not attach properly to the header. Well, I couldn't get it to. I had this before on a different map, and the trailer would not attach to the header. It fell off. So I just said, right, we're gonna stick to the farm roads once we get out. But what we're gonna do this field, and we're gonna see. Will I leave the other field? It does say it's only at that, what, 6 of 7. Same as this one. Where are we? Ready to harvest. It's giving us ready to harvest now. What's going on? It was saying 6 of 7. It's ready to harvest. Okay, we're harvesting both of them then. It did definitely say it. Was it in someone else's field? Anyway. It's ready now anyway. It's going, this is all gone in for the pig feed. So we have a field beside us there with sugar beet, and we're going to do that next, and that's gone in for pig feed. And then that's going to be our pig feed up and running, which, as I said, as soon as we have a little bit of pig feed, we're going to put the pigs in the first enclosure. 35 in the first one. Once they multiply, then we put them 35 into the second one, and vice versa. Then we move on. I think the 2 lots will be ready then in both enclosures at the same time. So we'll have 35 going into each of the enclosures on the new farm, which is yet to be built. So that's kind of the way it's going to work. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get the pigs completed, which is possibly a good thing anyway. Otherwise we're going to fly through that end of the threat too quick. Are we going to fit underneath this? There's no limbs sticking out in the way. No, seem to be alright. Yield on this probably okay. What's it telling us? 97%, considering we didn't sow the field. You know, as I said, they don't normally buy fields for crops in them, but these were bought because they were, or did we sow these? No, these were bought with the crop in them. Just happened to be corn. And or did we sow them? I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the video. I know we sowed the clover in there. We didn't sow the soybean or the sugar beet, so no, these must have been here, these 2 fields. Yeah, they must have been here. Okay, I'll get on with this anyway and get it done. I'll update you. I'm just trying to work her on the grass field. There's no point to me doing this again myself, so I just got to let them work away on that. I'll continue on doing the harvest down here. Now, I'm kind of looking at, I did say I was going to buy this field. This has grass in it. What's in it? It's cut. Of course it would be. I missed out on it because I wanted this cluster of fields here. Now, the only barley field we have sown for next year's 88, which is very small. So I'd actually consider buying this because we're going to need more for pig food. That's 40,000. Or should what acres does that give me? 1.679 acres. That gives me 2.7, 60,000. That gives me 87,000, 4.14, which should be more than enough. So I'm going to have to think about that while I'm whoa. Didn't even realise the tank was full. Why did I not get crop destruction there? Where is my settings? Did I turn it off again for some reason and not turn it back? Oh, it's off. And I've been avoiding fields all along. Now it's back on. I have to leave it on. I should have got damage there. I was wondering why. I just straight away I was kind of gone. That's why I went, whoa. Yeah, I just feel we need another field for barley for feeding the pigs. What I'll do, we have Okay, we have down here. We don't have sugar beet going into any other fields next year. So these fields were to be for producing the feed for. Yeah, we've our one big sugar beet field we've to do up beside the farm, which is probably going to give us enough. Field number 43, the one beside the grass field. So it means we could, I suppose, put barley into some of these fields. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Because I did say I don't want to buy any more fields. So we'll do that. We'll soldier on with what we have. We'll see how we get on with that. And if we need another field next year, well then we'll buy another field next year. Hopefully we won't run short, but we're not going to have all the enclosures full with like 70 pigs in each one. We're going to have only partially, so they're not going to go through all the food we're going to produce anyway next year. It'll be the following year where we may be short. I'm always thinking ahead, always trying to plan. Have we got this, have we got that? And it's because I've set the crop rotation on the fields, because we've no other barley coming up for a couple of years in the crop rotation lists I have. But these fields were bought specifically down here to look after the feed for the pigs. And that's why I'm thinking, you know, if I buy that grass field, that's all I need is these bunch of fields along here. I won't need to look over here at these other ones. I could just work on what we have out of these 5 fields it is that's here. Should nearly be enough. We might then need another field for sugar beet, but probably not a very big field. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just leave it be for now. I probably will buy that grass one. You know what? Let's see how much it was again. It was 40,000, wasn't it? Yeah. Look at let's get that out of the way. We know where we stand now. The grassing is no good to us anyway. We don't need it. So might just, when the mower is finished up on the other one, I might just throw a plough on them and bring them down with the soil sampler, do the soil sampling and get it ploughed up. And maybe if we are going to plough it, then maybe we will just throw barley into it. Anyway, I'm not worried at all about the money because we have so much in our. I'll just do the stock check now. We'll just go in. I got 163,000 there. Even take the feed stuff out of that, we're well going to be covered off with our loan repayment if it comes up the right way for us, and we can pay off the 350. We're going to be well in on that. So it's not like I'm trying to hold back. I'm trying to expand with what we need to keep the pigs going, if you know what I mean. And I want to stick to the crop rotation I have. The 7-year or 6-year crop rotation I've done for all the fields. I want to stick with that moving forward. So it's kind of the plan. But that's it. We'll do that. When he's finished on the grass, I'll drop the sprayers off the small fent and throw the tether on it and let it do it the way it did the last time on windrow. And I'll bring the New Holland down here and let him work away and plough that field in front of us. And get the soil sampling done, and I'll just keep working away on the crops. We've only got the sugar beet to harvest next. I'll probably do that before I pick the straw, because we don't need the straw in a rush. We do need to get the sugar beet into the production, so then we'll be making pig food. So yeah, game plan. There you go, outline. That's what we're going to stick to. Alright, 20,000 litres, just over, going into the pig feed mixer. Now, so we just need to get the sugar beets in, and then that's that. We can turn it on. More progress. keep asking myself why I put that tree in the way, but makes the yard look better. Looks like it was always there, the yard. So, yeah, we need to get my favourite vegetable harvester out now. And we're going to do this field up here. This one's ready. I was going to bring the New Holland down, but it is busy. It's not a big field, thankfully. Not as bad as the one's going to be next month, our own field, the big one we have. I was looking at that, I was going, what's that? That was our millet field. Okay. Too many fields. It just gets so confusing. Where was I? What was I doing? Where am I going next? Anyway, I'll get back and get this harvester loaded up and down, get the combine back to the yard, and I'll bring you back when I get started on the sugar beet. Last element of our pig food that we require for now is sugar beet, and that's what we have here. We do have another field, a much bigger field up beside the farm, but this one's ready. That one's not ready until next month. I brought down the New Holland, done the soil sampling on that field, and I have them there ploughing it now, and I have the small vent. I took the sprayers off it again, and it is busy tethering the grass field. I went back up with the combine to bring it back to the yard, and the mower had just finished, so I put the tether out and got the New Holland down there. It should be working over there. Can we see it? Can we see it? There it is, yeah. See it in the distance. So we're getting through the work pretty good now on our own farm. I don't mind now using the AI workers on our own farm to progress. You can see we're going to get this field is going to be not a lot. The yield is very low, 56% is all we're getting out of it. So pretty low. I knew something was going to come along the road just as I got it. I'd already kind of decided I was going to slow down. Yeah. They should get the outside one. Just had to do this because we got 3 in a telegraph pole, or power lines, on the headland, so I couldn't drive down the headland. But thankfully there's no crop destruction on root crops like this, so we're not doing any harm. Yeah, I can't believe we're actually going to have food for the pigs, and we're going to have I was expecting it to be next year, but I knew there was sugar beet here anyway. I knew our sugar beet was ready, and then I just said, right, I'd gone to buy these five or six fields, whatever it was, this band here to produce the food, the material required to produce the food. And that was always the intention. And it was just luck that there was corn in one of the fields, in 2 of the fields, and sugar beet in another one. Generally, I wouldn't be buying fields with crops to take them and sell them anyway. But to take them when we're stuck for them and we need them, yeah, that's okay. It's okay on this anyway. Wages, not used to seeing wages payments coming up, and we're on hard economy, so we get screwed on wages payments. We get screwed on leasing costs. Screwed on everything. Well, that's what I mean when we take the equipment for contracts. I didn't even look to see what there is in contracts this month. There is anyway. There's some there. Oh, look at that baling. And a square baler. I can't leave it. Even though I've loads of money, I just cannot leave it. That spinach contract. I was nearly going to do that last month. And then one came up, cultivation came up for $5,500. And I just went, nah, take the cultivation contract. It's a nice ploughing one. We'll take that. Nah, we'll wait until the next day. We'll see what else comes up. I'll have the clock on 3 because we don't have a lot to do, and just letting them move up quicker through the day. And there you go, 2 decent contracts on top of everything else. I must be mad. Now, 99%, and it's going to stop. Yeah. Didn't stop yet. Stop now. You have to drive up with no tractor. You have to drive up and empty. I kind of knew that anyway, and that's why I meant to keep an eye on it so I'd know where I was in relation to the trailer, but it's not like we have to drive a million miles away anyway. Squeeze in there. That's grass gone in that field. It's ready to harvest. I didn't think that was grass. Maybe it was. I wasn't looking at it, so I suppose that's why. Okay, this is the line, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this is the right line. You can see when the fields are short, this harvester is great. It's ideal, but when you get the really long fields, it doesn't make a run without filling up. And that's where it gets really tedious when I was doing the carrots. Because it was literally just halfway down, 3/4 of the way down the field. I'd have to move the tractor, then I'd have to move it again. But that's why once I got the headland done, I divided it up into 3 sections then. So I could literally go up and down twice and then empty. And it meant I could just leave the tractor and trailer on one headland, so I wasn't driving the full length of the field nearly to bring the trailer down to the harvester. You can see it works quite good. It's once you get the hang of it, it's a nice harvester to use. And like we bought this was a 43,000. When you consider, like, okay, the big harvester, the beauty of it is it's the capacity on it, and you could do this field and the tank wouldn't even be full. And if you were doing much bigger fields like I was with the carrots, it would have been an ideal harvester. That's why I said if I'm going to buy one, I will buy the Colossus one only because the head it comes on it does all the crops. Not to have huge big capacity or speed or working with, or just purely because the head on it it does potatoes, it does sugar beet, it does carrots, it does parsnips, it does red beets, it does everything. So you don't end up with a different harvester for the different crops. You're able to do them with the one, and that just kind of saves you a little bit of money anyway, but a little bit of a headache. And look, we're on 72%, so I won't make it all the way back up again, but it won't be a problem. So as you can see, I'm going to get through this quick enough, and then I'll get this into the pig food mixer and I'll turn it and I'll bring you back for that. Just over 23,000 litres. Now, I'm going to deliver this and I'm going to set this guy going. I just drove him back down. I just want to get the field finished, just in case there was any issues with him starting. Good go now. No. Low. Blocked by a worker. Leave him for a minute. I don't know, some of the fields on this map, things just don't start. I'll leave him, he's born in diesel. I'll try him now in a minute. I just want to get this in to the pig field and get started up. And we're producing, so then we can go and get some pigs and get them in. I haven't done the contracts or anything. The tether is still going, I think. I'll get the windrower on that then once it's done on the back of the fence and let him do that. And then I have other stuff to do. I can't remember what. Anyway, let's jump into productions. Over to this one, activate. 4 litres already. Yeah, we're in business. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I don't think I need this trailer. Just, you know what? I'll bring the small trailer down here. What else have we got to do today? that sugar beet, the second one down, that's not ready until next month. You know what? I'm going to go and visit it just in case. No, it's not ready until next month. Go back to my tractor. Just because I didn't think the corn was ready, but it was shown as not ready here, but it was actually ready when you were in the field. So these are all the clover ones. They're not ready, and the other ones are next year's crops. The only other one we have to get harvested today is the cotton. So I do need a big trailer for that. Oh, that's okay. We'll bring the west trailer down, the brown one that's sitting in the yard with the stones in it, because basically that's all we're using it for. So what we'll do is we'll collect the rest of the stones out of this guy if he ever starts. No, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move him into the field. Yeah. Didn't have far enough in the field. Or is he going to stop again? Wait and see. Gonna go back and park in the same spot. No. Hey, he's working. She's working. Guess the other fellow wasn't in the mood. Okay. Where is our cotton field? Field number 63. Up the top of the map. Okay, so I might as well bring this back and then come back and get the root crop. You know what? We'll bring the root crop harvester up because we can go back and get that and go directly to the field then. This is what I'm just wondering, is this going to pick this up now? It does, yeah. It's when you leave it, if I leave that sitting there and I save the game and go out and go back in again, sometimes it doesn't pick up the bar. I don't know why. If it's attached. If it's not attached, it'll pick it up. But if it is attached to the harvester, it won't pick it up. I had to actually reset it to the shop and then get it again. There you go. Tether's finished. And I had to reset and go and collect it and come back and then pick up the harvester. D has completed their task as well. Hold on, that can't be right. Guess I'm doing that. You're finished. Oh, you can't get good hired help these days. Anyway, I'm going to wash this now before I put it away, and I will talk to you when I'm in the cotton harvester at the field. Okay, yeah, just driving up to that cotton field, and I'm just thinking that the harvester we have, the forage harvester we have, oh, he's finished heading the field, is he? Yeah, he stopped anyway. I didn't even see the notification coming up. Didn't miss a big patch there. There's one strip there that's not done. Oh, there's more up there that's not done. Okay, got stuck in the fence. I moved it out and started it again, and he obviously didn't go back where he was. That's not done. That's all still grass. Yeah, I'm not going up to the cotton field just yet. I'll tell you why. Let's park it in the yard. The yard needs to be tidied up. That head will do the lavender okay, but I do not think it will do the cotton. Let's go in and have a look. We go down to forage wagons. Now, this is the reason it's coming up you can do cotton with a forage harvester, because of the Titan forage harvester head. But I don't think we can sell it unless it's in bale form. Now there's the John Deere we have, or one of them. It won't scroll. It's starting to scroll. It's scrolling very slowly, yeah. I don't think it's not actually scrolling. I don't think they do cotton. They don't. There's nothing else that does cotton either. But do cotton? No. No, we haven't got what we need to do cotton. What are the chances the second-hand market having a cotton harvester. Nope. I don't want to sell. See, I could sell that and probably buy one, but I don't want to sell it because I'd prefer to do lavender again than do cotton and take the hit on that field if it means. I can't believe I didn't wash that when I brought it back. We'll take the hit on it if that's the case, because like we're looking at like 400 something thousand for the cheap one. Like you could buy that one. It's still 400,000. We haven't even got the money there anyway. I could have sold the product, but I'm not doing that. That's the base. That's the map modified one. That's 485. Okay. You know what, guys? We're going to leave. I don't know whether that field would still be here next month. Cotton, it may well be. We'll leave it and see this one come up in the second-hand market. If it doesn't, we're honestly just going to plough it back in. And that's it. So, this fella, you did not do your job. I'm going to have to finish this off. I get to play with my little vent. Yeah, I was only thinking about it that I knew the head I got for the lavender would not do. I'm after kicking it all out in the road. That's a great start. I knew it wouldn't do it. I was only thinking about it, and then I said, no, it's the. I knew I had the Titan stuff there, as in the Colossus stuff there for basically. I'll show you the reason I have it there. The reason I have it there is because eventually down the road, in regards to doing vegetables and vegetable harvesting, olive harvesters were back up, aren't we? Vegetables are here. This one here does everything. Like this does peas and green beans and onions and everything in the whole lot. And that's why I have it loaded in, because when you get the head, it's not that head. There's one of the heads. Is it that head? Yeah, that's the one. It doesn't do the green beans, but there is another head that does on the green bean harvesters now. I thought there was another head that does green beans. Maybe I'm wrong. There is. I know there is. There it is. That's the one. That does the green beans, spinach, and that's why I was kind of thinking it doesn't do potatoes. You have to swap. You need to, if you're doing potatoes with that harvester, you need to swap. And it was really for down the road when the challenge is complete that I said I'd do more potatoes and stuff like that. Purely because you can buy either of them two headers and just the one harvester and do it, instead of having to have 3 different harvesters to do them, or even 4 different harvesters to do them if you're doing spinach as well. But I wouldn't use that now in the course of the challenge. So it's just loaded up. But what I'm trying to say is that gave me the false impression then that I could harvest the cotton with that forage harvester. I could harvest it with the forage harvester, but I don't think it'll sell on this map in loose form. I think it has to be delivered in pallets. I think even to do sales at sales point needs to be done with pallets. It missed an awful lot this. It has to be done in pallets. You can't do it in loose form. So we'll leave that field for now. We'll see if the off chance that cotton harvester comes up in the second-hand market in the next month, well then we'll consider it. We'll consider buying it. It'd need to be the case one now. It'd need to be nearly 50% off before I would jump and buy it, because what would persuade me would be if it done the lavender as well. Well then I would consider then getting it, because then I could do the lavender in bales the next time instead of doing them in doing the lavender oil. And my pause there for a second was me wondering how much is my forage wagon or forage harvester actually worth. Garage menu. If I was to sell that. No, I don't go that there because you get more selling at the store. Okay. So that's 302. And that's, so that'd be 300 and say 360. So that'd be 120 I need to get the case cotton harvester. And it'll do the lavender. But I like the forage harvester. I really like using it. I know it's sitting there. It's going to sit there next year because we've nothing to do with it. And we do have cotton again next year. Ooh. Decisions. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go stone picking and think about it, and I'll bring you back in. Still have not made my mind up about that cotton field. I was going to say cornfield, cotton field. Just going to get all the bales up off the ground on all the fields because they all need to be mulched, and I'm losing track of where I am. I'm just trying to get that guy to finish off doing the tethering or the windrowing so I can bale the hay. So I might as well get the straw all done first. You know, the fields are small enough anyway, so get through them quick enough, and then I'll just have a think about it. I'm actually thinking of just getting the mulcher and going and doing the number on that field and just forgetting about the cotton, take the hit, could put a crop in there, but you know, I know I could wait until next month. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just wait until next month because as sure as hell what'll happen is it'll come up in the second-hand market when I move forward if I did decide to mulch the field. Now, let's go around the right way around this farm. But I had thought about selling the forage harvester and then getting the cotton harvester that does both the cotton and the lavender on the map. And then I thought, you know what, I have one cotton field coming up and two lavender fields for the rest of the crop rotation I have done out. So, like, there's only one more cotton field. There's two lavender, and I would do lavender again. So, still don't know. Still can't make my mind up. Look, we'll do something anyway. We'll have a think about it. Now, it's just because if I bale the lavender, I can do the lavender dryer, which is on the map. Let's just jump in here for a second. Unowned lavender dryer, there it is. Let's visit that. It's in up where everything else is. How much is it to buy? 240,000. You know what? It's kind of a. Let's see. When we dry lavender, how much does the price go up? Obviously in the next one. No, we're in the wrong one. Yeah. Just the ordinary lavender. Dried lavender. Whoa, it's worth quite a bit. Hate this game. Hate this game. It's making me think now. Because it just means I'm using productions on the map, not just the lavender oil. We have that done. We have the oil mill. But it would mean we'd have to go and buy the lavender dryer as well. So, you know, I'm kind of okay with that. Because we have, like, got quite a few of the productions that do different things anyway on the map. And we already have the local seamstress, as it's called, that does the flax straw into fabric and rope, but we can also put cotton in there, and we can put we can also put the cotton in there in bale form. So you see the quandary I'm in. I can't make my mind up. Know what? Let me bale these fields up, and then I'll think about it. I'll definitely have an answer for you when I bring you back the next time. Rapidly fading light at the end of what's been a really, really long day. So we got 39 straw bales in total of all them fields. And I'm sure I have them all done now. So I still have the hay bales to bale up. And we have also quite a bit of other stuff to do. Let's just take a quick look now. So all these harvested fields now all need to be, apart from the grass, needs to be mulched. The millet, the sugar beet, corn and corn. That's it, isn't it? Then we have the soybeans and the millet. So we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields to be dealt with. Then next month we have our sugar beet here. And we haven't dealt with the cotton yet. Quite a bit. Anyway, what are we going to do about the cotton? I still don't know. Let's be honest with you. Gut feeling is we're going to sell the forage wagon, forage harvester. Not the forage wagon, the forage harvester in the head. Because at least if we get the base game cotton harvester that does the oh, there it is. I can't say, where's my my animal transport gone? It's hiding. I know me loader disappeared, but I think that might have been me. I might have sold it because the attachment doesn't suit what we have now. Something like that. I don't know. You know what? I'm just losing it. It's too much going on. Right. What we're going to do, we're going to get our little piggies, our Berkshires. We're going to get 30 of them into the trailer. We're going to get them up. We're going to get that up and running. I'm going to get a trailer. I'm going to give them feed. And we're going to end the episode. And you will have to come back and see what we're going to do for definite with the cotton harvester. Because there's just too much work to do in this month to keep it at only one episode. I actually thought I'd fly through this and there wouldn't be much in this episode, but there's just been so much. And that's the way it's going with the series now. We've so many fields. It's just making it so much longer to get everything up to speed. So I'll get down here, I'll get these piggies picked up, I'll get the other tractor down, get some feed into the enclosure, and we'll get our first lot of pigs into the farm. And I'll bring you back in a couple of minutes, which will be for you just a couple of seconds. When the sun decides to go down on this map, it decides to go down and it just went dark. It just all of a sudden, bang. I slowed the clock down but not quick enough. I knew it was going to do this, but it is actually, we're in October now, so whoa, brakes. Is this our farm? Yeah, this is our farm. I didn't bring the food down yet. I'm going to do that now in a minute. So 30 Berkshires going in. Move to Husbury. There you go. So we have 30 little baby piggies. There they are. Our first piggies are in. So we're officially pig farmers. And we have 6,000 litres of food. I'm going to get that sorted for them now. But anyway, I'm going to park this trailer down here. We're going to have to put some of the straw bales in here as well. We need to deal with slurry. We need to deal with manure. So we have a little bit more work down here than we did with the goats. Automatic watering is probably going to cost us money as well, but we kind of knew that anyway. So guys, episode number 31 from Wallace Abereska on the Triple Threat Challenge. That's it, we're done. I'm not going to continue on the dark. I'm not going to move forward to the next day. What I'm going to do, I've made my mind up anyway. I definitely going to buy the cotton harvester that does the cotton and the lavender, the modded one that's on the map. But we're going to do another episode in this month. I knew there was a tree coming up here somewhere, and then we cross the field and we're in the big wide open field, in our own field where the bales are. You can see why I don't like doing episodes in the dark. I know I can turn on the other lights, make a bit of a difference, but it's never makes for great videos in the dark. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. It's been fairly busy again, and a little bit, I won't say stressful, a little bit, how would you put it, not stress. Doing a lot of thinking about what way to proceed, especially with the cotton, and I think, yeah, we're definitely going to upgrade and buy that harvester. I will leave it until the 3rd day in October before I do jump, because just on the off chance that one may come up in the second-hand market. But we're going to be saying goodbye to our forage harvester and hello to a cotton harvester stroke lavender harvester. And yeah, I need to go and empty the stones, which is why I'm not going to keep you any longer. I'm actually going to move forward to tomorrow morning before I start driving around again. We'll go and get rid of these, we'll sell them, and the West Australia can live down at the other farm. We've reached the point now where we need a tractor on the other farm, but we'll have a look at that anyway going forward. Anyway, thanks for joining me again, episode number 31. Sorry if it's gone a little bit longer than I thought. I wasn't expecting there to be that much in the episode. Let me know what you think. I'm trying to keep some of the segments a bit longer in the episodes now, rather than just 2-3 minutes and jump, 2-3 minutes and jump. I'm trying to keep you in for at least one field, a lot of work, or quite a bit of work on one field and stuff like that, rather than just I'm doing the first headland and then I'm gone until I'm finished, or even in the next field. So just to give you a little bit more farm work. So for now, from Wallace Abereska, all I can say is thanks a million for joining me, and do come back to join me the next time. So until then, all that's left for me to say is goodbye until the next time. Bye bye.